So let me press recording. Here we go. Once again, good morning, especially for those who are not watching this, not in the meeting right now. I'm going to do recording. They're going to be sent to you guys. Myself and Maree, you probably have met her before. And guys, one thing I like to say, it's always amazing to bring not just experienced people, but people who believe that we can make life and ourselves better every day. As you know, we know Maree for the past, myself, let's say 1.5 years now. Imagine, from the almost fair, just walking with Ruth that day.
This time last year.
This time last year, exactly right. So this time last year, we are literally just in the fair at Ormo and met Maree. And that was amazing because understand that the path in life where you can connect with people and they are aligned with the core values, aligned with what you believe. And actually, it's their beliefs too. That is the most important bit. From a nurse, let's go to I don't like to make much mistakes. From a nurse to pretty much a partner, to a teacher, I would say a life teacher, from the gardener, how can I call you in the garden? How can I express your title inside the garden?
In the garden. I'm the lovely lady who looks after all the seeds.
Look at that. From a seeds lover, which grows in life. I would say that no better person than themselves to present who they are. So I'm not going to try to understand the word, understand who Maree is. I'd rather her to introduce herself, and that makes the path to start. Please, with you guys, and Andrew.
Hello.
Hi.
Interesting start. Especially with considering the first time I ever came here, the whole place was locked, closed down, and I didn't even know if it was in the right place. And I come up to the door and said, right, I've put in my effort, I'm here, nobody's here, this is not meant to happen. And I walked back down the driveway, and halfway back down the driveway, Will's pulled up and goes, I know you. Oh no, the head goes down. It's like, okay, we're really doing this. Having said that, I've been doing the dojo 4 to 5 times a week ever since.
And that's the brilliant thing, guys. From this point of view, empowering yourself, empowering the capacity of get stronger, and as well help others with that. And that is one of the most important bits that we all are in the same path with. So Maree today is going to guide us out into a path where I'm still learning quite a lot. And I'm probably going to learn a lot today as well. And of course, any questions you may have, just let us know. I'm going to ask you guys to unmute yourself, who is watching right now, apart from that. So we don't have much interference from the background. But any questions you had, feel free to just unmute and ask the question. We have a button just on the bottom of the screen. Can you see that on your screen, Bev?
Yeah.
Perfect. In any question you may have along the path, just let us know, okay?
Okay.
Now, on the way to unlock the reinventing myself, Maree Andrew. Let's go.
Thank you. Just a little bit about me. I actually have a history of being a registered nurse for 10 years, working in hospitals here on the Gold Coast, private and public, and has worked from home. So I've actually worked with a huge range of clientele. I've also been part of the Scout Association, the SES, last 10 years. All through this time, I've been working on me, starting out with Reiki, which was a little bit scary. I didn't believe in what? It's kind of like I've worked with me for a long time. Reiki was out of my journey, looking at myself. Coming to the dojo, it seems to be the end part of the puzzle for me, because I've done the spiritual stuff, I've done the energy work, I've done as a registered nurse, learned how the whole body works and what's unhealthy. So the last part of the puzzle for me was actually coming to the dojo and going, right, I've ignored physical health and exercise for most of my life. And this really has been an interesting journey. I've studied awful. Did I say awful? I've studied amazing things like theta healing. You mentioned Reiki. Crystals, beautiful. Going through the heart, which is, I'll take you a little bit through that later. I've also done life coaching. So that's covered modalities like NLP, hypnosis, and various other things. But basically, and it's something I've always been passionate about ever since I even started my nursing, was empowering others to make their own decisions.
And that is, I can say, Maree, like, not stopping you, sorry for interrupting, that the thing that where I literally go towards to help people, but and then sometimes we literally forget, how can you bring also a source of strength for someone other paths to our lives? It may be like literally going against even to our beliefs. And how can you literally like unleash that and unlock that?
Thank you for bringing that up, because that brings up one of the main points I want to bring up today.
Beautiful.
Great questions equal a great life.
That's right.
This is me saying this, and I never thought I'd say it because I got brought up going, a quiet child, a good child. And if you went to school, you didn't ask questions because then you were bringing attention to yourself. And yeah, you're right, the kids didn't like you. So I learned at a very young age, hidden a book, life was good because people, adults would love the thought that you were reading, and reading was a good thing. So most of my life, at least for the first 30 years of it, I hid in a book. But I learnt a lot. And I'm happy to read. Now reading's a pastime and it's well balanced with all the other activities in my daily life. But we need to relearn how to ask questions. The better the question, the better the answer. Sometimes you'll ask a question and people go, what the? Okay. You just get to learn to ask it differently. And then go, oh, now I know what you mean. I'm not going to answer you. Oh, they simply didn't have any idea. Because we all come from awesomely different backgrounds. Every person who has a different background has a different amount of gifts they bring to the table. Life's exciting. We enjoy it when we're sharing it with other people, sharing our experiences, sharing how things work. And when and if in that point that we are able to make a positive memory with somebody and empower them to be a better version of themselves, hey, my job's done. Thank you.
And that's the interesting thing. So, Bev, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good so far.
Yes.
Okay, so the first concept number one, great questions equals great lives. We've got to learn to ask questions. We've got to learn to ask. The best thing about asking questions is on our subconscious mind. So my conscious mind is, I can speak to Will and he can hear me. My unconscious mind is, that's where everything's stored. That's where everything's kept. But it opens up every now and then and brings us a memory. Oh, was that a lovely memory? Or was that a sad memory or a memory with a negative emotion to it? If so, let's deal with it. Let's go, thank you for that memory. Is there something I need to learn? Because if it's a sad or emotional memory, let's say rejection, any of those negative things, and the memory comes up, it means we haven't learnt the lesson that we were required to learn at that point in time. Because at that point in time, it might have been too hard. We may have been in tears. We may have been defending ourselves in an appropriate way. But it was obviously not a time we were ready to deal with all the lessons that we were required to be learned at that point in time. So our lovely unconscious mind, thank you, has put it away in storage for us in a nice little box, about that big. And it's going like, or if you don't like boxes, cool, put it into a filing system. Our unconscious is made of this awesome filing system. Different files contain different memories from different parts of our lives. And every now and then, when you remember something, you're drawing that file up. And it has all the information. And when I'm saying all the information, we realise that at any one point in time, we are only processing 12 bits of data that is in front of us. When I say 12 pieces of data, our unconscious mind actually absorbs 2 million pieces of data in every 1 second. It knows this is a table, this is Will, this colour is green, this colour is blue. It doesn't have to remember that because it's already I already know that there's a bookshelf over there. There's a massive symbol on the wall here, which is awesome. You know what I mean? I don't, every time I come to the dojo, my mind, the fact that my mind knows it's there, it happily deletes it. I don't have to pay attention to it because it's not new. So our mind pays attention to things that are new. What am I going to learn today? The rest of the information, it either distorts, generalizes, or simply deletes. Because I know that. I don't have to relearn that. I don't have to relearn that, be introduced that this is Will, this is a hack. Because it's already there. But it's still part of the 2 million pieces of information that the system is observing. So pieces, we're actually only observing at the maximum. Let's just come up. Oh, Will looks happy today. He must be in a good mood. Oh, I'm feeling happy today. I don't feel any pain at the moment in my shoulders, my elbows, my arms. That's information.
Maree, could I say something about stopping that? What, in regard to what you said, that walk back myself when I was 7-year-old, like maybe it's bad for myself because of the amount of things that I was criticizing about my life that I made in the path with the habits and new opportunities. And I made that, and now I'm literally enjoying more who I became than who I was. So it could also work all the way around. Maybe I was loving myself in the past, like years ago, a lot, and then I got so busy through the life, and nowadays, they may have lost that because I got distracted and I knew.
Maybe something negative happened, or there was an experience there that had negative connotations to it.
Yes.
Think today, though, of that memory, there's a positive or negative emotion attached to that still.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If there's a negative emotion attached to that, means there's still something to learn from that point.
Beautiful. Perfect. And also, it could say it will react regarding the action that I take nowadays too.
Yes. Well, because you're still defending that point in time.
Correct. Exactly right.
If I'm defending it, I'm in a state of fear.
Correct. Yes.
I'm scared that something's going to happen to me. Not necessarily in the way it happened back then, but your unconscious mind's going, we're not going to go there. Because we've done that before and it didn't work. But what didn't work as well, for my classic example was I learned to be silent.
Yes.
But that doesn't work for me when I'm an adult. Because if I don't share and talk to people, I don't give them the opportunity to be better than versions of themselves.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Does that make sense?
100%. 100%. Yes.
So, but what we can do is revisit that point from a distance and go, let's view it as a second person and go, can we absorb all the lessons from that point in time? Because when we're able to absorb all the lessons from that point in time, then you'll find that the emotion disappears. There's nothing more to learn.
Okay.
And then we can bring those those lessons forward.
Correct.
And go, oh, okay, I accept that part of my life was like that. Beautiful. But now that I'm an adult, I actually get to choose where I look at as a positive or a negative. Looking at a situation that, oh, okay, excuse me, but I was told when I was a child to be silent was good. I can look at that now and go, yes, that worked for me. Thank you. And gratitude is important. Thank you for that point in life where I learnt that. But now I can accept it. What happened then, because my parents and the people who are older than me were only acting from what they knew.
Correct. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's accepting them for who they were. Regardless of what happened, I today have the choice to act differently. I know how to be silent, to be able to appreciate and listen to others, because their story is as important as mine, and I can learn. Thank you, universe. So silence has an important part of my life, but so does sharing and talking. And I value that, and I choose to value that.
Perfect.
And that will release the negativity of having to be silent and having to hide in book.
Love it. Bev, did you get it?
Kind of. Yeah, I think so.
Well, look at it as pretend we've got a book, right? And you come to a part of the book, it's called, oh, that's a little bit scary. But if you stick with it and read it, it's like, oh, that part of that scary book happened to that person, but you go along to the adventure. Sometimes that scary bit makes you stronger. It's just like this, but I still want to be that better person. It doesn't matter what's happened in my history. If my history dictates how I behave today in a negative way, like I'm in defense, it's like, oh no, I can't do that. Let's revisit it. Let's look at it. Let's find out what the lesson was. Because when we can accept the lesson, then we can move forward with peace in our hearts. If we have pieces in our background that we fear we have to defend, or we resist, somebody said something to us and it's like, oh, I don't like that, where he's coming from. It's just like, oh, and somebody else does it. It's like, oh, I don't like that, where he's coming from. It's like, you're resisting it. You're not accepting them for who they are. They're allowed to have a different point of view. And it's nice. It's kind of like, thank you for that opinion. Thank you for that different point of view. That is beautiful. I might not take it on, but I've learned that other people can think differently, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
We can accept others for who they are, and our acceptance levels, instead of going, oh, that's different, I can't do that. Because as soon as funny enough, did you see my shoulders raise? As soon as our shoulders raise and we're in defense, we're not relaxed. We're not coming from an accepting point of view. To have peace in your heart, you have to, first step of forgiveness is acceptance. We have to accept the situation.
Did you make more clear?
Sorry?
Please ask questions if I've made a confusion of anything. I said, every question, there's no such thing as a dumb question. There's such thing as an answer. Hey, I'm good with that. Or a silly answer, or an answer for a joke. But if that means I didn't understand your question, I can ask you a question back. Like, oh, can you please clarify that for me? Can you tell me how that works for you? Or what purpose do you have for that? It's point number 2. Or did we cover that? Let's go 3, just in case. 2 is my magic number, so it's allowed to float out there somewhere. Point number 3. There is no judgment in the space of curiosity. If you're curious about something, you're not going, that's good or that's bad. You're not going, oh, that's not for me. It's like, but how does that work for you? Why do you do it like that? We're exploring. We're designed to be explorers. Look at little Frankie. She's exploring. She's picking up things. She's looking at things. She's feeling things. She's tasting things. Taste is one of our great senses. We taste things. We taste foods of new cultures. We taste it. Is that for us? Okay. How come they eat when we're in a space of curiosity, there is no judgment. So if something you find is offensive, go, why does that offend me? What's inside of me that I feel like I have to defend myself and bring myself back? What thing has happened to me in the past that allows me to go, ooh, that's what.
And Maree, can I say that in this point of space of curiosity, that let's imagine this way. Let's imagine we are here on the habit-based eating program. I want to experience like I want to go to a party. Like it's not just about the food, but in general, I want to go to a party, and I'm not very comfortable because I don't know anyone. And I'd rather say I don't want to go. Can I literally say that this avoidance is also completely related on how have we been judging ourselves since first stage in life?
Yes.
We haven't got permission to ourselves to understand that the judgmental process is not needed. It's more about who you can believe you can be, or you can become. So if I wanted to eat a food, and literally I want to eat food as I spoke in the previous video, and in the video, sorry, in the post, back in my head, like I just want to eat the food, eat it with no judgment. But I make sure that the feeling that I come afterwards gives me the clarity that I need that more or less.
Yes, like parties are great things because you have an array of food. So if you don't really want to be there and maybe there's somebody there you're not interested in, that's cool. Don't be interested in them. But be curious in everything else. Easiest thing is to go to the array of food and go, oh, okay, who made that? Especially if you find something delicious. It's just kind of like, okay, where's that recipe coming from? I want that. I want to know how that's made because that made me feel good. If you eat something that's just kind of like, oh, you find like half an hour later, it's kind of sitting in the bottom of your stomach. It's just like, well, at least I know now not to eat that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it doesn't make you feel good.
Like, can I say that in the process where you tried, you learned by the feeling, but you don't have to judge yourself.
No.
Because with that.
No.
Brilliant.
You learned something.
Exactly right.
We are here to learn. We're here to help others in whatever way our talents allow us to help others. An artist allows people to help others by painting, by sharing their view of the world, by sharing their beauty. Because with beauty, if I can only recognise beauty if there is beauty within myself. I can only recognise the wisdom of others if there is wisdom in myself. Be nice to yourself. Compliment yourself. If you see the beauty in a rose, it's because there is a rose within you that's just blossoming and blooming. You recognise that. Okay.
I love that.
And it's really important. Okay, I'm going to go off on a tangent in a little second about energy. Everything is energy. If you have any queries about that, science is proving it. Oh, what do they call that science?
If you know the answer, let us know too, because we are thinking here. And by the way, Bev, just while you're here brainstorming, let me know by what you have spoke so far. It's not just about if you have any questions. Has any of what Maree has shared related to in regard any of you or with you, Bev, right now, how you grow up? Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. A bit like the book thing, actually. Be quiet.
Because yeah, like literally is the main idea. Like if anything relates, feel free to comment, feel free to ask questions. Because the idea, yes, you don't have like the whole day, but the idea is to unlock the most of it and to create a path. You have like the freedom, and as Maree has just said, the beauty has the beauty within. So you can identify pretty much like clarity in many other paths. But how path I want to share.
Okay, I just thought of a topic. Permission. Have you ever given yourself permission to be you? Giving yourself permission to have that lovely piece of cake. Guilt-free, thank you.
Mm.
When it comes to food, the festival is all Christmas, and so full afterwards. You're just giving yourself permission, to feel bloated and overfull and experience that which you may not want to experience. Permission also brings the idea back to permission, is how we think is how we perceive and experience the world. Perception is projection. Perception is projection. That is saying, if I have this idea that I'm going to go to Christmas, I'm going to stuff myself silly because I can, because there's just this array of food there, and then I'm just going to be bloated and feel crook for the next 3 days.
So I can literally take what Maree said and use Mag's words and Bruce Lipton from the past. Be careful with the words that you say, it creates the world around you.
It does. But if you go through Christmas and go, look, I know there's exciting food. For me, I come from a small country town in a large extended family, which has got, they can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. But when my family gets together, we have, everybody brings a dish, but the dish that they're best at cooking at. For example, my mother does awesome pabs. Another member of the family does awesome cheesecakes. So that's what she brings along. The men usually organise the one time, and then they do it, they organise all the meat. So they'll go and kill a cow, and they'll go and kill a sheep, and we'll have them on the spit, and we'll have turkey and pig and chicken, duck. And we have a banquet of food. It is disgusting. But it's lovely, you know. Everybody's got to come back on Boxing Day to share the food because there's still heaps of food around. And there can be anywhere between 20 to 50 of us turn up. So, but it's that perception. It's like, look, I'm going to sit and enjoy it, and I'm going to find recipes. I'm going to share. I'm going to communicate. Christmas is something to forgive other member families. It's kind of like, funny enough, my family's good like that. They leave everything outside and they come and go, Merry Christmas. And it's a fun day. Perception is projection. Permission. Do we give ourselves permission to enjoy our food? That's important. Or do we just go, I've got to eat breakfast and I've got to do this and I've got to do that because the day's so busy I can't think of anything else? Thank you. When you enjoy your food, you eat it slowly, you give your body this thing between here and here time to digest it. If you eat it in a hurry, it goes through your system in bulk. When things happen in bulk, doesn't allow your stomach to digest it, doesn't allow your small intestine to digest it, doesn't allow your large intestine to digest it. Each of those part of the digestive systems need time. And because it's being eaten in a rush, in a hurry, there's more food in your system that it can deal with, just sits there because the body's going, but there's still more we need to digest. And it doesn't digest it properly. Okay, here's a funny concept, and it's actually medical. Also comes from the Vedic system of health and well-being. How many times do you use your bowels a day? Most people will say once. If your bowels only move once a day, your digestive system is working at overload. If you have 3 main meals a day, your bowels should work 3 times, because that is a healthy system, medically known. And you find out what food clogs you up. Look into it. there is an array of food out there which will slow your system down. And there's lots of little things. I can pull something out of the air like drinking ice cold water. It's not good for your system. I won't say it's not good for your system, retract. Let's say it slows your system down. Why does it slow your system down? Because your core temperature is 37 degrees. Okay? So anything you put in your body that's colder than 37 degrees, it has to use extra energy to warm it up.
Yeah, Maree, can I say, now going too far, that, for example, our morning cocktail with room temperature water plus salt, you got the minerals and things, plus lime with the vitamin, the nutrients, lemon, sorry, inside. The warm water better, room temperature, will be an easier way for the system to
absorb it. Will absorb it quicker and easier.
And create a great environment.
Whereas if you have an ice cold water with the same ingredients, instead of absorbing all those nutrients, they tend to pass through because your body is actually concentrating on warming that substance up.
And
so it's using extra energy.
Exactly.
And just for the record, if you're doing a little bit of a health tip here, lime in water, what does that do? That alkalizes the body. We actually wake up in an acidic system because our bodies, when they sleep, heal, and they actually get rid of a lot of stuff that our system no longer needs.
And can I use what you have just said? I know it can be cliche, but I understand that when we sleep, as we are metabolizing, we literally lose, as sweat as well, vitamins, minerals, and water. And when you wake up, if you just wake up and bring a shot of coffee to the system, we may be like a atomic bomb. Because the body is just craving for nice minerals and vitamins and hydration. And you just bring caffeine with good taste for the mouth, but not really nothing for the system. And as I said yesterday in the post, like probably going to help with maybe underlying problems that we have here, but are not helping at all what's inside of here.
Having a think about that, if we wake up and our system's acidic, the best way, scientific fact, that our bodies are healthy when they're alkaline. Okay, so what do? Drink some lime and water. Beautiful. I actually drink a litre of it before breakfast.
I'll be just asking for 350 milliliters.
I know, I drink a litre of it before breakfast. That's my first litre of the day.
It's beautiful. Love it.
That's what I do. I have these litre bottles and I squeeze half a lime in there every morning. And I get up and, you know, those first couple of mouthfuls are just refreshing. You can feel it go through your system. It's just like, oh, the body says, thank you. For the record, coffee is acidic. So you wake up, you're acidic, coffee is acidic. You've just made your body work harder. On top of that, don't get me wrong, if you need coffee for a pickup, by all means, but be mindful.
Get the water first.
Yeah, water first. But even if you drink coffee during the day, coffee will also dehydrate you. For every cup of coffee you drink, your body would really love you if you drank 2 glasses of water. If you drink black tea, because both coffee and tea are diuretics. Diuretic makes you urinate, pass water, whatever you want to say. So, okay, you drink coffee, your system's dehydrated before you've walked out the door. You need to drink your first couple of... He's only asking you to drink 1 glass of water. Go, Will! If you drink a cup of coffee, add 2 more glasses of water to that before you leave the door.
And a little bit of wisdom piece here that I don't even like to be throwing those things other times. There's a reason why you drink caffeine. Caffeine comes to your system. The thing is, if you want to slow down the process of caffeine, just eat something. It's fun to say, but listen carefully. Something fat. Listen carefully. Fat. I'm not talking about eat like a beef. But eat a source of nuts, something that's going to slow down the caffeine into your system. So it's going to take a long time to release that. There's a reason that we combine things in a way for the body understands and not be crashing afterwards. Don't believe that you are resistant to coffee, you need to drink more. It's not about it. Maybe actually we need no more because you have drunk it all. But anyway, it's not talk.
Haha, going back to permission. Permission's a good thing. People don't realise they need it. I give myself permission to be healthy every day. In order to do that, part of that permission is having lime in my water, because I'm honouring my system. I'm honouring that. I'm telling my body, I really want me to be healthy. Thank you, because I get the benefits of being healthy. Permission. Permission, where does permission come from? Every thought is based on a concept of either love or fear. Do I love me, or am I afraid that if I don't have the energy or whatever, the reason I'm eating, am I worried about something else? If I'm worried or fear-based in my eating, then my body goes into flight and fight mode and goes, oh, I need to store things. I need to reserve things. I need to keep everything to me. I can't give anything out because I'm in a rush. I need to do things. Flight and fight is good. If there's something stressful out there, if a tiger's going to come and eat me, I run faster. That's what it's for. If I'm in a stressful situation, it's kind of like, the house is burning, I can lift a fire extinguisher, which normally is just got, but I can lift a fire extinguisher and use it. That's what fight and flight is used for. If you put your system continually in fight and flight response, it's not giving itself permission to be the healthiest it can be. I need to sit back, relax, enjoy that glass of water and that lemon. Because when I do it slowly, I'm giving my body permission to digest all the goodness out of it. Really super important. Coming back to that, my original point in that last 5 seconds was, how do we think? Do we think from a place of love, or do we think from a place of fear? Hang on to that thought. There's a concept here when everybody's going, oh, hey, what about ego? What's that? Ego, and it's not a word I usually like to use. The simple reason is there are a lot of negative connotations to ego. It's just like, oh, you shouldn't think that. You shouldn't think that. Tim, let's drop the negative thought and go, it's not that I shouldn't think that. Every time what we call our ego brings up a negative thought, it's giving us the opportunity to choose to follow that negative thought or to have a positive thought. Okay? So instead, new strategy and a happy thought. Let's go, if I have a negative thought going, oh, that didn't feel so good, let's act on it. But let's thank it. Thank you for that negative thought, because it gives me the opportunity to ask my subconscious to go, no, I choose today not to think that way, bring up something positive. And that positive thought will, funny enough, bubble up. But if you don't clear the negative, and you can only clear the negative when you accept it. I accept I've had a shitty thought. I'm human. I make mistakes. When I can admit I've made a mistake, then I can accept it, do something about it. If I resist it, that mistake is likely to happen again because I haven't paid attention to it. I haven't learned from it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's important that when we're thinking of things is to think of things from a place of love. It's just like, oh, looking at the ecology of it, looking at how does it affect me, how does it affect sometimes other people in the family. It's just like, well, if it's good for me, it's got to be good for you. But that's your choice. I'm doing this anyway because I honour the healthiness in my body. Because when I'm healthy, then I can help you. If I'm not healthy, if I'm in bed, that means my body's telling me that I have to rest, take time out, and figure out what lesson I refuse to learn for my body to say, hang 10, you're not doing it right. Because that's what being sick's about. It's going, yeah, you did it wrong again. Take time out so you can think about it. You get time to meditate on it because you're feeling like crap. And you know what? For the life of me, I don't enjoy feeling like crap. I have a healthy system, but I work on it. I give myself permission to have a healthy system. For me to eat chocolate cake, and I love chocolate cake, sorry, I make a black bean chocolate cake with cacao, with coconut oil, with things. It is called the guilt-free chocolate cake. So guilt-free, I can have 2 pieces. And I can share it with others. And they go, what's in that? And it's lighter. You can have 2 pieces and you don't feel like, oh,
I need to run to the bathroom.
It doesn't feel heavy in the gut. The abdomen goes, I can digest that easily because it's made up of stuff that is easily digestible. Foods that are easily digestible happen to be fresh food. Stuff that's what they call spray-free, organic, is food that is easily digestible. If it's not easily digestible, chances are it's processed. It's got things in there that the body can't recognise. And if the body can't recognise it, it requires more energy for it to process. So if you get a tin of something, don't get me wrong, I buy tins of black beans, but I make sure that that tin of black beans has only got black beans in it and an oil or whatever it has in it. It's only got 2 ingredients in it. It's not a tin of black beans from, say, Coles, and it's got 6 or 7 ingredients in it. Because if I can't pronounce those ingredients, my body can't digest it. My body can digest celery. My body can digest natural cacao, which has health benefits. If you want serotonin in your body and you want to feel happy, have a piece of chocolate cake. But have a piece of chocolate cake that is good for you. I'm not saying to give up everything. I'm saying to substitute it for something that's better and healthier. If anybody wants to come and say, Anne-Marie, I need to talk to you this in a bit more depth, hey, I can do that. I'm here 4 times a week. The cocoda's over. I was here 5 times a week training with all the lovely people who did the cocoda. Well done, crew.
And guys, of course, Bev, Dan, everybody else who will be watching, if you'd like Anne-Marie come back for another Zoom meeting, just let me know too. Just post below. Bev, any question about today?
No, that's good. Gives me something to think about.
Tell us one thing that I have got from the call today.
Sorry?
Share with us one thing that I have got from the call today.
From the call?
No, from the webinar.
To think about things more deeply, I suppose, instead of just accepting, just think about how it makes me feel, where it's coming from, all that kind of thing.
Beautiful. Exactly. And Maree, any questions? Too bad?
No, there's so much more I can cover and so much more depth I would love to go into, but our time's up. So thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all, guys. I'm going to put the record of the webinar on the page. Please watch, and I'm going to ask for feedback. I'm probably going to put as a case to study. So thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and I'm going to post through the day the class for the next week. Let's go together and look forward to see you all at the dojo. And Maree, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Bev.